a lot of men will claim that they're faithful, but it's because they don't have the option to cheat. There's no girls telling them, no girls are throwing themselves at them. There's no girls in their DMs. There's nothing there to even entice them or to test them. So
I don't think that's fair.
And
do you not?
I don't think that's fair.
But you're only as faithful as your options.
Never. That's and this is why I say that's the insulting thing, because there's some genuine good guys.
There's guys that can be monogamous.
Yeah, but I honestly believe that those type of guys, a lot of women don't want those guys.
So what do those guys? Why not? What do those guys look like?
But so the women, like one of my exes said this to me. He was like, there are men out there that are not going to cheat, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of women don't want those men.
Who are those type of men?
Those men are the quiet men, or the ones that you are like, oh, there's just something about him that I just don't, there's no edge.
Nice.
He's too nice, or he's this, or he's that. And oh yeah, it's just, there's no edge to him. And like when he walks into the room, he doesn't have no presence, and da 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 da.
So that's a woman problem then?
Of course.
So the woman are now making man cheat because he wants an edge? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Do you know, this is the first
You've got to get a man with an edge now because he's got to cheat a little bit.
No, I'm saying that there definitely are men that don't cheat, but those are not the men that women go after naturally, because everybody in life wants something that everybody wants. Hence, when it comes to trainers, Jordans, exclusives, whatever, everyone wants that thing that nobody can get, but I was able to get it. Right. And I think that's the same thing that happens with women. We all go for those type of men that we know bare gala after, but he chose me. Nice. So those type of guys, they've got bare options, and that's what I'm saying. The guys that we are probably going to treat us really good, we don't want them because it's our natural human instinct not to want them because no one else wants them.
You're doing a disservice to your woman folk now.
Can you see how that can be traumatic for a guy that you put in that bracket?
But you're not in that bracket, so why do you keep talking for those people? Yeah, well, so I don't fucking care about those guys, okay? Stop trying to be like, oh, do you understand how traumatic it can be for those poor guys that have no girls going after them?
No,
I'll get one of those ones next week.
Got.
I'm talking about you, okay?
Listen.
Are you struggling for girls?
Me, yes, I am.
No, you're not. Okay.
The lies we tell.
Exactly. Are you struggling for girls? Are you struggling for girls? Evidently not, because you're out here getting pumps left, right, and centre. So
I was younger.
Okay, so you're not struggling for girls. So stop talking about these guys. Do you understand how traumatic it can be?
Why not? Because
you don't know those. You keep.
Of course, I know some of the guys.
Yeah, but you specifically keep saying I can only talk for myself. So talk for yourself. I don't care about those guys. But both of you just said earlier that men can just have sex with someone. It's just an action. So there's not. It's not necessarily because there is also that thing that a lot of men cheat, and there's nothing wrong at home. They're in a perfectly great relationship. Cheat as well. Yeah.
But this is what I'm trying to say about the model. The model that we're working with, I don't believe it's working. Okay. Like the model of relationships.
Explain the model that we're working with.
The model of relationships of being just a normal, go off into the sunset, man, woman, 2.4 children. The model that we've been sold is not working, and the statistics show that the model ain't working. Now that's not to say there aren't monogamous relationships that can work. Yeah, but I'm saying the model, the stats show how if you were to ask all of your girlfriends, how many of them have been cheated on? How many would you say?
Majority.
Yeah. Right. So that means, that's not saying the majority of men cheat, but that's saying it's happening. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? So the model ain't working. But so when do we get to the point when we say, do you know what? Let's sit down and have a conversation. Like, I'm a man, you're a woman, cool. There's a high probability that I'm probably gonna want to have sex with another woman at some point in time in this relationship. Don't mean I don't love you. How viable is that?
And when you...
How viable is it?
So then doesn't that just become a polygamy then?
No, not necessarily. You have to tailor make your own relationship. I've always said to people they have to tailor make their own relationship.
Yeah, that's one thing I do agree. I do believe that
I'll third that.
Yeah, I think a lot of relationships nowadays we've been sold like this is what a relationship should be.
Exactly.
And we're not actually saying, okay, like you said, this is what works for me actually. I don't mind. You might get, okay, I'm happy for you to get a pass every 12 months or every 14 months, you can like, or whatever, or every 2 years or whatever. But I think that's because it's linked to women not understanding that men can just have sex and it's just sex. But we're never going to understand that because we're not built like that. So then how does this work?
Conversations like this, we have to understand. We have to have these conversations to try and understand one another. We have to, because the bottom line is, like I said, the statistics are showing that it's not working. Like it's just not working.
So what would your ideal relationship be? Because in your last relationship...
Are you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm joking.
No, because you just said that in your last relationship you didn't step out, so you was faithful
10 years,
for 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
You was faithful, so you technically you can do a monogamous relationship.
I can do monogamy.
Yeah. How old was you when you started?
I started when I was 28.
Oh, so it was pretty late on in your,
28
not late, but it was, yeah, you were quite mature.
Let's say 38, 37, 38, yeah.
And you was faithful for all those times?
Yep.
Now, okay, back to you, Richie, because you're the serial cheater. What do you class?
Gunning for you, son.
What do you class as cheating?